Hi everyone, today we're going to be giving you some tips and tricks on what to do after you book your NCL vacation, right after this. Hey everyone, John here from Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time here, we are a small travel agency that specializes in cruising and group travel. Our goal here today is to kind of give you some ideas of what happens after you book your cruise. It's so much fun. You get so excited when you're looking around and you're picking your itinerary and your cruise and your ship, and then you book it, and then the kind of drop off a little bit, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure you kind of keep that flow going. You get all the things done that you need to get done. You have no surprises when it comes close to the cruise, and you're all good to go and prepared for what comes next, which is supposed to be a great vacation without any stress. So number one, booking your cruise is super easy. Anybody can book a cruise, obviously. The first question I always like to ask is, did you book with a travel advisor? So if you did, that's great. They're going to help you throughout. If you didn't, you can still kind of get a travel agent to help you. So it doesn't cost anything to use a travel agent. You don't have to. You certainly don't have to. You can do everything yourself. But there are some reasons why I think it might be a good idea. You do have some time, if you didn't use a travel agent, to transfer your reservation to them, and they can kind of assist you along the way. But what I really recommend is just reaching out and talking to a travel agent. It's kind of like someone who does your financials or your taxes. I feel like it's somebody you really have to trust and kind of get into a relationship with. And then they really learn about you, what you like, what you don't like. And they're super knowledgeable about the cruise industry and travel in general. So a travel agent can really make your life easier. They can save you money. They can do a bunch of different things. Again, it's free. They're going to keep an eye out for price drops and different things where they can just go in and reprice it for you or get you some onboard credit. And then a couple other things to keep in mind is the cruise lines can never charge less than what a travel agent can charge. So you're never going to get a better deal going through the cruise line direct. And sometimes a travel agent can get you some like little perks and some deals that you wouldn't be able to get directly through the cruise line. Also, the cruise line's never going to call you and say, hey, your cruise is cheaper now. Would you like us to change the price? So I would talk to them. They're there for you. They kind of give you advice along the way. It's somebody that every step of the way you can reach out to and say, I'm not sure what to do. Is this right? And they're there to kind of help you and to give you some tips ahead of time. So also talk to a travel agent about insurance. Not all insurance is created equal. So what happens if you need to cancel? What happens if you get sick? What happens if you get COVID right before your cruise? What happens if you are away somewhere and you don't get your luggage or they cancel a cruise port? All of these things can be covered by insurance. So it's something you should talk to your travel agent about and then guide you in the right direction, whether or not that's a good fit for you. So the next thing that you need to think about is go to ncl.com, and you're going to either log in if you have a Latitudes account. So you would put in your email or your username and password there. If you don't, you're going to set up an account. So you're going to go through, you're going to need your ship and sail date, your reservation number, and then obviously your name. Once you put this information in, it'll then have your cruise set up there. You can click on summary and it'll show you everything about your cruise. You can look at your itinerary. You could look at all the excursions. You could buy the drink package. You could buy some dining packages, all those different things. Again, something your agent can help you with is, do these things make sense? Does it make sense to have a drink package? Or does it make sense to sign up for specialty dining? Like, what's the benefit of that? So once you're in there, you can look at all those things. And then the next thing I really recommend that you do is just go on YouTube and watch walkthroughs of your ship. Look at the cruise ports. There are some great cruise tubers out there that do awesome video. We do some great tours on our channel, obviously shameless plug, but also Heart Travel does great ones. Cruising with Ben and David do a really good job of immersing you in the ship and the cruise. There's some really great ones out there. Go on YouTube, do a bunch of research. It's kind of a really great way to get an idea of where you're going and what you're doing. The next thing you want to do is download the Cruise Norwegian app. So you want to go in there, get that set up. You're going to use your username and password again. Your cruise is going to show up. You could start your check-in. And by starting your check-in, it means you could take a selfie so you have your picture in there. You could set up your credit card. You can put in your passport info. Get all that stuff done so you don't have to worry about it right before the cruise. Then 21 days before your cruise, what you're going to do is you're going to go in. You're going to pick a port time that you're going to arrive. You're going to watch the, security and safety videos that are in there. And then once you do all that and you're putting your vaccination information, you will get an email that your cruise docs are ready. You can then download those, print your luggage tags, those type of things. So a couple weeks ahead of time. That way you have all that stuff ready. The next thing you should do is Google Freestyle Daily for your cruise and try to find somebody that uploaded one of the little Freestyle Dailies, which is the daily itinerary of everything that's going on your ship. Look at those. It's going to help you plan out what shows you want to see, what time you want to go to dinner, different things, what time you can get off the ship. If there's any theme nights, like a formal night or 70s night or Caribbean night. Sorry for sniffling, bad allergies. So all of those things you could do. And then the other thing you want to do is really keep an eye out. If you're not working with a travel agent, especially, keep an eye out for protocol changes, itinerary changes, COVID changes, right? So testing changes. Bermuda, for instance, you have to pay $40, fill out a travel authorization form to get into Bermuda that you have to have before you get on the ship. Even if you don't want to go off the boat, you still have to have that. So those are little things your agent can help you with as well, but also that you have to keep an eye out if you're doing it yourself. And then really the next thing we want to do is like a week before, print out everything that you paid for, your excursions, your drink packages, just so you have it. So you don't have to stress about it when you get on the ship. It'll give you an idea of what you did. And then when you get to the port, here's the big things to remember. Get to the port on time. You're going to pick a time. You have to check in during that window. Since COVID, they don't allow you to just show up and get on whenever you want. I see that kind of waning a little bit recently, but right now they're still keeping that. So make sure you show up on time. Have your vaccination card. Have your passport. Have your negative COVID test. Remember, you still have to test for COVID 48 hours ahead of time. Fill out your health questionnaire, and then just go and check in and get on board. What I recommend is as soon as you get on board, go to your muster station. Get that done. They're going to annoy you all day the day of boarding with messages about everybody's got to go to your muster station. We can't sail until you do it. You're not allowed on the ship if you haven't done it. So just go and do that. Get it out of the way. As soon as you're done with e-muster, my next recommendation is to just go eat lunch. Go grab something to eat. Do not go to the buffet on day one. Rookie move, right? It's a pro tip on Norwegian. Go to the main dining rooms. They serve lunch, or go just around and look for other little small bite options that you can get. There are plenty of places that have food on the ship sailing day, not in the buffet. The buffet is generally packed and you're fighting through people, and it's a stressful way to start off your vacation. So go sit down in the dining room, eat some lunch, and then when you're done, make your show reservations, make your dinner reservations. And then my recommendation is just go walk around the ship and get the lay of the land. I always hear from people like, it was like day 3 or day 4. I realized there was this like ice bar, or they had a sushi place, or there was a pool on this deck that I didn't know about. So get your lay of the land so that you can start putting things together like, if I'm going to dinner at 5 and then the show's at 7, I got to go from here to here. So you're not stressed out during the trip. Otherwise, just go, enjoy yourself, have a great time on Norwegian Cruise Line. You will have a blast. Let us know what you think. If you have any other tips, put them below. We'd love you to like and subscribe to our videos. Thank you so much for checking this out, and have a great day. Bye.